anyone who is looking to buy a 150cc bike which has a lot of power and also has great looks, then this is the bike for you. But today everything comes with its own disadvantages and advantages. So in this video I'm gonna tell you about the advantages and disadvantages. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna do the review of my R15 version 3 which I have for almost 2 years now. It's not been 2 years. I bought in Feb 2019, so I will complete 2 years in the month of February. But it's almost been 2 years, so I thought I'll make a review of my bike. So we will make this video in a different kind of way. So basically स्कूल में कैसे आंसर लिखते थे, थियरी आंसर होता था 1 पेज का. So I'm gonna do that. So पहले I'm gonna describe the bike, क्या features है, what's in there, what's not there, then advantages, disadvantages and conclusion. So पूरा वैसे जाएगा, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट टाइप ही पूरा लिखने वाला हूँ मैं. So starting with the fully digital console, as you start it displays height and my name. You can change and keep whatever you want. This is the odometer and you have 2 trip meters, 1 and 2. This is the clock and this is the average fuel consumed per 100 kilometers and this is the mileage of the bike, and lastly this is the average speed. This is the gear indicator which shows that which gear you are currently in and see how smoothly it shifts. So starting with the engine, this bike has a 155cc engine which produces 19.3 bhp of power at 10,000 rpm and produces 15 Newton meters of torque at 8,000 rpm. Now when I bought this bike in 2019, it had a power figure of 19.3 and torque of 15 Newton meters. But now in 2020 and the upcoming model of 2021, the power figures have gone down. So now in 2020 and 2021 model you get 18.6 bhp of power and 14.3 Newton meters of torque. So they have reduced the power and torque of the bike to a certain extent. It doesn't matter, but then I have a bike which has 19.3 bhp of power. It gets a 282mm disc brake at the front end and gets 220mm disc brake at the rear end. It gets dual channel ABS, meaning that front and rear tire both have ABS. Apart from this bike also gets VVA, which is variable valve actuation. So basically there are 2 valves. One valve operates in lower RPM and one valve operates in higher RPM. So the load between the 2 valves is completely distributed. So bike में कहीं load नहीं आता, एकदम smoothly चलती है. Now as I said earlier, looking at this console, the VVA gets activated after 7,400 RPM. And also this bike has a fuel injected engine as compared to the other 150cc bike which have only a carbureted engine. Now again अगर simple भाषा में तुम लोग जानना चाहते हो what is fuel injected, so fuel injected is basically bike ज़्यादा smooth रहती है, acceleration ज़्यादा smooth रहता है and the bike has its own CPU. Carburetor रहेगा, it's a whole mechanical engine. तो अगर fuel injected रहेगा तो थोड़ा electrical type of engine रहेगा which is much better. Also one of the important features for which I bought this bike is the slipper clutch. So ideally if you have a bike which does not have slipper clutch, you will downshift not very easily from the 5th, 6th gear to the 3rd or 2nd gear. But now when I have slipper clutch in this bike, I can easily downshift from the 5th or 6th gear to the 1st gear without having any problem. Now coming to the advantages of this bike has extremely good looks and good power. So that is one of the reason I bought this bike, because of its looks. Now trust me, if you go to a crowded place or you're waiting for the signal to turn green, then certainly people will have your attention, because I have noticed people staring my bike continuously when I'm waiting at the signal. Now coming to the headlight part, this bike gets LED headlights and it also gets LED tail lights. But the indicators are not LED, normal bulb hai, so that is another disadvantage which I don't like, but ठीक है, it does not matter. And I'll show the headlight in the night because रात को बहुत अच्छा लगता है headlights. The only disadvantage of this bike is the comfort. This bike is not comfortable as compared to the other bikes, which is Pulsar RS 200. It's a 200cc bike, I know, but still power wise you can compare Yamaha R15 version 3 with the Pulsar RS 200. This bike has a dedicated riding position, so you're always bent downwards. So it is possible that your back, your shoulder and your hand might start paining. So if I ride this bike for more than half an hour, my hands and my shoulder definitely start paining. So that is one of the disadvantages of this bike. So in the end, I compromised on the comfort level and I chose attention and power of this bike. So if you're someone who wants comfort, then I would suggest you should not buy this bike. Rather, you should buy the Pulsar RS 200, which has power and also has a great amount of comfort level. यार इसको हटाऊं कैसे? मेरे को शूट करने नहीं दे रहा है. हट जा, थोड़ा शूट करने दे, थोड़ा सा. थैंक यू, बाय.